Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. And now, today's episode on HJN is one of those that I feel like that I'd probably be bringing unofficial podiatry into. I guess I wouldn't mind a quick little crossover between this and unofficial podiatry. It's not its own series, which I probably should look into that problem, but anyways, today's topic is going to be about dress shoes. Now, my whole honesty on dress shoes as a whole is that, well, with an enormous variety of different footwear out there that we have today, with thousands of different brands worldwide, with tons of different design features and color schemes and material compositions, it's no wonder why some people just have their own unique set of preferences to go from. Whether the shoes are made from something like nylon or foam or canvas or cork or leather or anything of the sorts, no matter what the color is, if it's black or if it's red or if it's blue or if it's green or if it's cyan or if it's yellow or if it's purple or if it's white, orange, whatever. No matter what the brand too, in my case, brands that I would normally choose would include ones like Ultra, Lems, Luna, Zero, Hinsa, Topo, Magical, and plenty of others here and there. I probably should say, though, that in the case of the dress shoe, there is not that many choices out there in life. And even if I do, in fact, come across most choices out there in life, then my top picks out of 3 brands would probably be Hinsa, Tune, or Lems. That'd pretty much be it. Because every other brand out there that we know of that makes dress shoes, you're probably all familiar with the typical dress shoe appearance, right? Basically, a lifted heel platform at the end of it and a small spring at the end. Not to mention a very narrow toe box that's somewhat triangular in shape, which of course is already responsible for the amount of bunions, hammer toes, and other cases of crooked toes available for you to look at. Of course, I've never ever been a fan of the typical one because aesthetically it is very strange the way I see it. It almost reminds me of the typical sense of a cartoon character, like Gru from Despicable Me, or in the case of maybe in more recent times we have Lance Sterling from Spies in Disguise. I've just never appreciated that kind of footwear. The way I see it, it's just the aesthetics are one thing, but the functionality of it is dreadful. I can tell you my own perspective. I've worn some dress shoes of that type. I've never ever worn a pair of dress shoes that have the wing tip or square tip or just your typical sort of thing that looks like this, pretty much. And the reason for that being is mainly because of the types of problems that I could probably get. Not just in the feet and toes, but in the ankles, the shins, the knees, probably the thighs and the spine and the shoulders and the neck. Your feet are that important to you. It's a wonder why there's such a show out there like My Feet Are Killing Me from TLC. 2 podiatrists examine different injuries because even the most mildest of injuries out there, as modest as possible, could cause someone to die. It's that important to you. Many of us don't typically look down at our own feet and toes, but of course, I can never stop looking at my own because there's always a chance that something could happen. Dress shoes, of course, are one thing to absolutely avoid. Of course, if you have your own story of why you suppose dress shoes or footwear in general of the conventional type, with the lifted heel, toe spring, narrow toe box, as well as a not so flexible sole. If you know any of those things are present in the footwear that you're currently using right now, then well, make sure to comment down below and let me know about your little story about some problems that you have with them. But of course, if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.